What's going on, everyone? I appreciate you for tuning in. If you are not currently subscribed to the podcast on any platform, wherever it is that you get the podcast, I would really appreciate it if you hit that follow button or subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you are interested in potentially following me on Instagram or any other social media outlet that I'm on, be sure to do so. You'll see all those in the description below. And I appreciate every single one of you. If you're potentially interested in coming on, all you need to do is just reach out to me while I'm still growing in this game and industry, I guess you could say. But I hope you're all doing well. I hope you are having a great day or had a great day whenever it is that you are listening. With that said, this next guest is an absolute class act, a genuine soul, someone that's going to do great things in this world. Ladies and gentlemen, Luke Saharek. I hope you enjoy. Like, we're already recording.
Okay.
So honestly, we're just gonna talk, and then whenever I feel like, or we just go. But yeah, yeah, man. What was Jason like in high school, if you don't mind me asking?
Honestly,
from what did you guys graduate together?
Yeah, we did. I grew up like a mile, not even half a mile.
A little bit closer to you.
Bad.
No, you're good.
I grew up
like you can move it.
Okay. All right, sick. My bad.
Yeah, no, dude, make yourself at home, man.
I got you.
Yeah.
Jason grew up like literally the neighborhood behind me, so we were always close, like him and his family and my family.
Right.
And my dog always used to escape, and she would run straight to his house because she was like in love with his dog. So we would always, I don't know, go back and forth with that, like that our dogs were in love. But he was like a big soccer kid. And yeah, like I don't know, the way he is now. I think he described this like when he was on your podcast. Mm-hmm. He was like so different now.
Yeah,
like I don't know, he was like this little scrawny soccer kid, and now he's like,
dude, he's ferocious.
Oh yeah, I know.
Dude, have you seen like the stuff he's been churning out?
I know, dude.
Insane.
Crazy.
No,
like,
he wants
he
it
blew
bad.
Up. Yeah, but that's what you got to do. I mean, honestly,
he had a pretty gnarly injury. I don't remember. It was, I think, earlier in the spring. He was on crutches from playing soccer. Yeah, it was pretty gnarly. But yeah, dude, that's the goal, honestly.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jason if he's watching.
Yeah, shout out
Cal and those boys. No, seriously. So we were just talking a little bit earlier, and we were saying how like, yeah, podcasts are pretty foreign on the East Coast. Like they really are in Connecticut. But hopefully eventually we find people, me or like people that can. Put CT on the map because, dude, all the celebrities always trash CT.
Oh yeah, but there's like low key so many people that have come out of here. I don't know. I feel like that are like big. Like what's his name? Mike
Minnelli.
Yeah, the one who's on Logan Paul's podcast. Mike Magell. I don't know how you say it.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, he's from Connecticut.
Really?
Yeah, I think like New Haven area.
No way.
I'm pretty sure.
We just left at Emilio's. I know that.
Oh yeah.
I mean, but like,
yeah,
we gotta step our game up.
No, it's definitely a grind though. I mean, you've been doing this since 21?
20, fall 21.
So 2 years.
Yeah. COVID really turned things in gear for me. But here we are.
Is that part of why you started doing it? Just like
I just like
being stuck inside more,
Well, the idea came up in 2019 because are you a Pats fan?
No.
What are you? Packers. I knew it began with a P.
Yeah. I hate
one of the P teams. Yeah, no, me too.
Mm-hmm.
We could share some bread with that one.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you like are you like a diehard?
Yeah.
Do you ever listen to Packers podcasts?
Oh yeah.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Do you listen to like Locked On? Do you know what that is?
I think I've heard of that one.
So there's this brand called Locked On, and they have all the brands for every like sports team.
Oh, word.
So like Locked On. There's the Locked On channel itself, like Locked On NFL, Locked On NBA, and then they have all the different teams and their own hosts and everything.
Yeah.
You should look into it every day before I go to bed or wake up.
You watch the Bengals one?
Dude, it's so nice. Yeah. It's great pastime. Really helps with your knowledge of the team even more. Or like you can like relate and you're like, this guy's right.
What's up with Burrow? Is he gonna play?
Yeah, he's fine.
Mid-season or?
It was a grade 1 strain.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't even. So the crazy thing about that, that's a great question. So right when I finished recording my last episode, I turned on so I go into airplane mode with these, like, because I have the phone recording or whatever.
Yeah.
And The first thing I saw is everyone's stories. Everyone's DMing me like L Bengals, LC. I'm like, bro, what the hell happened?
Dude, I was going to because you're the only Bengal fan I know.
Yeah, no. Like, you should have seen my face. Like,
I bet.
Goes pale white. But I was like, nah, he'll be fine. You got to be an optimist. But yeah, that was wild. But back to your question. So I listened to Lockdown Bengals since like 2018, 19. Mm-hmm. That was kind of my introduction to podcasts. And then my love for it grew even more fondly when I, met the Rogan one. And then there's so many others and other celebrities and comedians that I love listening to and stuff like that. Like Theo Von is hilarious.
Theo
Joey Diaz.
Those are like the two I watch.
Yeah, they're great. Like, what is it? This past weekend with Theo Von? It's a phenomenal podcast.
Hilarious.
Yeah, he's great. I just listened to, he had Ric Flair on recently,
really?
which was phenomenal.
I gotta watch that one.
And then he talked to Hulk Hogan a couple weeks ago, which was hilarious. But it's very interesting to see how these guys think and talk and how they also communicate with other people of a higher status. And I feel like the dream would be one day if, let's say, just a random person like Jonah Hill. Like, imagine like you were just, like, the Michael Rubin party?
Yeah.
Did you ever see that? Like the all-white party? Imagine if you were there and you just got to like casually just chill out off the side and then you just see freaking Kevin Durant there. Like, what's up, bro? And he's like, what's good, man? Like, how you get here? Like, you just get to know them as people.
Right.
And if you kind of learn how to properly communicate with people, you can really get them to open up and be comfortable. Yeah. And then you truly get to know them.
You see like the different side of them too.
Yeah.
Like not like the A-list celebrity side.
Exactly. Exactly. And truly see if they're like putting on a front or if they're a genuine person. Mm-hmm. And I think it'd be nice to see like who's a genuine person, who's just putting on an act.
Right.
But I try and have a way where like when people come here, they chill out. Like we were just bumping to some music, but now,
I was a little nervous
cool
at first,
vibes.
but the music helped.
Right? Doesn't it help?
Definitely.
Yeah, no, it's great. It helps me too. No, there's
especially the songs you were playing.
Right?
I was like, yo, I listen to these songs.
I
love Mac DeMarco. Bro.
Yeah,
like,
he's
one of my
great.
Favorites.
No, but when there are certain people that come here, and I'm not gonna lie, I'll be a little nervous because even though we're all similar ages and very close to one another when it comes to, because usually most of the people are from CCSU. Shout out. You know people, but you don't really know them. Yeah. And when they sit in front of you, all bets are off.
Right.
Exactly. Like it's just you and the other person, and you're just sitting and talking. Yeah. There's no phones, there's no distractions. You're just.
That's how I like it, honestly.
It's great. It's healthy, man, and people don't do this enough. So definitely not. That's why I enjoy it. But
for sure, bro.
look how watch this segue. But now we got you on, Luke.
Yes, sir. Dude, I've been waiting so long.
Yeah, no, it's great to have you on, man.
Thank you, bro.
How are you?
It. I'm good.
How's your summer been? What you been up to?
It's been busy, but in a good way. So I'm getting ready to student teach in a couple weeks. So I'm all set with classes for PE at Central. But
when do you graduate?
In the winter. Because
so after this last semester?
Yeah.
Dude, so we're graduating together.
Exactly.
Hell
yes,
yeah.
Bro. Hell yeah. I got to student teach 8 weeks at an elementary school and then 8 weeks at a middle school. And then I can get certified to, be a real PE gym teacher.
Are you going for your master's or anything?
Eventually, but
just you want to get straight to
right
it?
now, this is just straight undergrad.
That's awesome.
But this summer, I've been coaching high school football, like I told you, at St. Paul and Bristol.
Yep.
And then working at this restaurant in Old Weathersfield to Charles a couple nights a week.
What are you, busboy, server?
Yeah, bus, run, bar back.
I know
Expo,
that lifestyle.
All that stuff. I worked at Carbone's for 5 years.
Yeah?
Since I was like 16, yeah.
Dude, that's awesome.
So yeah, I've been in the restaurant business a while.
Yeah, so you know the grind.
Yeah, but I'm ready to do what I love. As much
sure.
fun as it is,
right.
like you meet a lot of people, and I work there with like 2 of my really good friends.
Yeah.
But I'm ready to get into like what I want to do in my life. You know what I mean? Like I've always wanted to be a teacher, so
absolutely.
Yeah, and it's been a grind at Central, as you know.
Yeah, I used to work at Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. Right,
oh, really?
Right down there.
Did you ever work with Derek Fields? I went to high school with him.
Should probably know that name. Maybe I
don't
know.
He was a server.
I wasn't there for too long.
Oh, okay.
I worked there from the fall of 2018 to the winter.
Oh, okay.
So from like August to like January, something like that. Yeah, that humbled me real quick.
Oh yeah, especially that caliber.
Real quick.
That place is
always
busy,
on
bro.
the move.
Oh yeah.
The pay was insane.
I'm sure.
But the thing was, when I stopped playing football, I kind of went cold turkey when it came to my fitness and my health and working out, and we could eventually get to that.
Yeah, we will.
For both of us, but yeah, I was so out of shape, but I'm still moving my ass, but like it's not really working out, but like yeah.
Yeah, I mean you're taking the steps, but like
yeah,
especially being in a restaurant like that. I mean,
exhausting.
There's bread you could just snack on.
Yeah,
like, people are making food for you in the
all
back.
the family meals.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So much pasta.
Yeah, you know the life.
Yep.
But yeah, yeah, when I worked there, then eventually I worked at Pasta Vita.
Oh, okay.
And I'm sure you know about Pasta Vita. Yeah, that's my my uncle's business.
Oh, no way.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. My mom loves that place.
Yeah, well, they're not there anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they
no way.
They closed down because I don't want to say too much, but let's just say the higher ups weren't a fan as to like because it was a partnership with Mohegan.
Okay.
And they weren't really like too big of a fan as to what was going on, so it won't be there anymore. But they'll still be in Saybrook as far as I know, and then eventually I think they'll probably expand again.
Gotcha.
But great food.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, it's awesome. But yeah, I worked there for a minute, and then I eventually went to Central because I took a gap year.
Yeah.
And that was the fall of 2019, which is that when you came to Central as well?
I started 18.
You started 18?
Yeah.
When did you graduate high school in 18?
I did. Yeah.
So we did graduate the same year.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I think we met freshman year, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did.
In the student center.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right in the like the wooden chair area. Because I think that was when I was introduced to Kronk.
Yep. Who I knew.
Who you knew.
And then you introduced.
And
me
that was
to,
probably
like,
the bridge.
Yeah, Trey, Damien.
Yeah, yep. All the Newington boys.
Oh, what's his name? Sonny.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of Newington boys.
Yeah, all those guys.
Yeah, no,
Tyler too.
Yeah, it's great when it's so funny how for us, Weathersfield and Rocky Hill and Berlin with ops, and I'm sure like for us it was the same way, and all the others. It's so funny, but once you stop playing sports or whatever it is, and then you go to like a school where you're all together, like it's such a wave.
Honestly,
it's a vibe.
Because like I feel like Newington's a pretty big town, and like Weathersfield is too. But like I didn't know that many kids from your town outside of football, and like after we graduated, like I was cool with like some of the kids from football because the rivalry's over. But like you said, like going to Central, I met so many people from Newington that like I became friends with, partially through you, but like just in general, like classes with people.
Yeah, no, it's great.
It's fun.
And then it's very fun to build connections in classes.
Oh yeah,
I have met, and I'm sure you can say the same thing. The amount of people you meet in college is insane, and like you genuinely click with.
Yeah.
To where like you'll see them like a year down the line in a like you haven't had a class with them in like a year, and then you relink it. It's like, dude, what's going on? And like, yo, remember when we had this? Like, we should do the same thing. And
right.
Yeah, it's sick.
The connection is like a big thing. Just like bonding over stuff.
Exactly.
You're like in the class, like, oh, you don't like professor. Like, you're both struggling. Like,
dude, I'm not even kidding you. So I have stage fright, ironically. Really? But the thing is, it's like it's just me and another person. There's nobody here, so it's not like I can be scared of an audience, at least in front of me.
Yeah.
But I remember I was one of the students where like the first day, like, yo, does anyone want to make a group chat, whatever it is, because like I'm the type to suffer in silence. If let's say the professor's like or the teacher's like, you have any questions, I'll just be like,
yeah, I can't.
No, because there's they always say like there's no such thing as a dumb question, but people, how people think.
Yeah.
Some people are like, dude, how does this guy not get it? Or the teacher will just be like, really? Because it's so...
I feel that. Because like any question I would ask would be like for reassurance. Because I always
me too.
guess myself.
Always in your head.
That's
why me too.
That's why I used to suck at, what's it called? The Scantron tests.
Oh my God.
Bubble in, because I would
go to hand it in? No.
No,
yeah, I feel that.
Deadass.
My, before I say what I was going to say, apparently back in high school, there was a teacher who... They were a psychology teacher, and they handed out a quiz, and apparently all the answers were A.
Oh, no way.
And everyone went to hand it in, but they'd be like, there's just no way. So that was the point.
Because they put...
Because, like, you always, like, have this feeling, like, there's no way.
Yeah. Every
answer is the same letter. Like, there's just no way someone would organize it that way. So you kind of get in your head, like, is it a trick?
Yeah.
Like, so... Yeah, it's always
so funny.
Yeah. There's just a lot of people, especially with our generation. We're very anxious.
Yeah,
very in our heads. Which
definitely.
People like you will, I'm sure, help change the course because you understand how we work.
Yeah,
and how when eventually we all have kids, like how they'll probably think, and we'll be able to flip the script for sure.
Hopefully. I mean, I don't really know exactly what grade level I want to teach. Eventually, I'd like to teach high school because I do want to coach high school, like I said. But like realistically, at our age, I'll probably start out with elementary or middle,
right?
Just because it's harder to start off in high school without tenure. But I don't know. That's like one of the things I had to write like in my mission statement was just like what you want to change with kids going forward and like how you want to affect their lives. And I just said like PE is an outlet for them, outside of all the other classes where they're just sitting there for hours, like stagnant, not doing anything. So they can either use it to their advantage or they can come and just like, run around for an hour, I guess. But I mean, at least they're getting exercise, and like activating their brains in a different way.
Absolutely.
So,
Didn't they get rid of the pacer test?
They did. Yeah.
Was that apparently like a form of like child abusement in a
yeah,
way?
I don't know.
I don't want to.
We grew up doing that, but
I mean, I guess if I'm not mistaken, because they did get rid of it.
Yeah.
But I think if the reason why they did that is because you're kind of outing your fitness level and health level in front of everybody. Mm-hmm. I mean, maybe if they really wanted to do that, like one at a time, which would take a while. Yeah. Like you kind of schedule your own time. But like, yeah, I kind of get it because there was the times where I was the most out of shape kid, and then when I played football, I was running stride for stride with a freaking soccer girl. Exactly. Like, and it's just us two, the last one standing. So like, I've been on both sides of the spectrum when it comes to that. So it sucks being outed. You finish after like 4 and you're like winded, and everyone's like looking at you, walking off in shame. Yeah. So
I think they're definitely like individualizing stuff like that and like standardized testing more because they don't want to like make other people feel bad. Right. I don't know. I mean, our society's changed a lot since you and I grew up. Oh my God. Even with like practice.
I think we still all have a little bit of old school in us.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we might be one of the last generations.
I think so. Yeah. So we kind of know how things are. Like it seems like what we want, what we don't want, but not where I don't want to use like the term soft. Because, our generation is also the same one that's like talking about more about mental health and how to, speak your truth and stuff like that. But yeah. Yeah, did they cancel like the push-up test and all those others too? Or are they getting rid of those?
No, those are still there, I think. Because I mean, that's like basic fitness. Like you can't straight up get rid of, push-ups, sit-ups, the mile. Like, for sure. That's just like basic standardized testing. But yeah, I don't know. I'm surprised they haven't yet, honestly. Right. But so who knows where they'll go next?
So when it comes to college though, back to what I was gonna say about the questions.
Yeah.
So I remember when I had to take stats, which is I'm still not a fan of how in college you can't take more courses that pertain to your major,
right? And
you still have the gen eds because that's so much money.
Don't even get me started on that.
Yeah, that's insane. Like I'm not trying to sound, I don't give a damn about politics. I really don't. But like financial, I'm just talking about my pockets and my financial.
What did you major in again?
Communications.
I thought so. Yeah, that makes sense. I was gonna say that, but I didn't want to assume.
Yeah. But it's just a shame that you have to take all these other BS classes. Yeah. But there was some I enjoyed, for sure. Mm-hmm. But when it came to stats, the very first day, because I'm bad at math, when I apply myself, I'm decent. But very bad at math. Numbers just aren't my game.
Me neither.
And when I took stats, the very first day, I stood up in front of the class. Not even... Actually, no. So the whole class was... So picture the professors behind you, and we're all facing that way. But it's kind of like this. The room is kind of like this. Like Is
that in Sanford? The old crappy rooms?
That's where I took basic math or whatever it was, college 101, math 101, whatever. They need to knock down that building, by the way. Oh my God, I know. Dude. That's so outdated. That's like a 70s.
It looks like it's going to collapse at any second.
Yeah, it does, right? Yeah. But the first day of that class, I told everyone in my half of the class, yo, who's down to make a group chat? Because I'm gonna flaunt. I need help. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah. Like even if it's like nothing, and everyone and some of my friends to this day were in that class, and my boy Nick, my girl Cindy, good friends of mine. They and both of them actually come on the pod, which is crazy. But we all banded together. We would every Wednesday night or something like that. We would meet at the library. Exactly. I would come home just to go back to campus because I did not want to retake it.
Right. Did you commute the whole time? Or? Okay.
Yeah.
Me too.
I'm assuming. I mean, come on.
Yeah, dude.
There's no way
we're worth it.
I met one person in Newington who was commuting, or not commuting, dorming.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at him like, what are you?
5 minutes away, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, sometimes there's other factors I can understand. Like,
Yeah.
Maybe like home life, stuff like that. Like,
No, I don't think
you
so.
wanna get,
I
like,
think
the
they just wanted the
experience.
college life.
I guess. I mean,
come on.
I loved going to Central, but like, I could have just gone and like visited people's dorms. You know what I mean?
Right?
Or, like, or you could just go to Elmer's. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's not worth like actually living on campus.
No,
it's fun like when you're
no
a freshman
shot.
maybe, but
Yeah, I've had
I don't
people
know.
asking me, and it's kind of crazy because we're kind of the vets of campus now, if you really think about it.
yeah,
I
I
remember,
feel weird walking around. Now.
right?
Yeah.
I remember coming in and I'm looking at all these older students, and I'm like, dude, you guys are sick. Like,
Yeah.
you guys really got it down, and now we're those people.
Yeah, it
Time
flew
just
by, bro.
flies.
It's crazy.
But it doesn't help that we had. I mean, it does, but it doesn't because we went through the pandemic.
yeah.
I mean, we got some.
Yo, I had a crazy memory pop up.
Dude,
I think,
say
I
it.
think you were in there because it was when we were in the student center, but it was when they announced that like we had the first case of COVID at Central, and I was in the student center
I might
with
have been
I think you, Trey, all those guys that I was talking about, Dame and all them. And I remember I like read it out loud and people heard me, and then it was just like a frenzy, bro. Like people started running to their
Yeah?
cars. And I
I might
remember
not
Trey
remember
didn't
that.
drive that day, so I had to drive him to Windsor because he didn't have a ride. It
Wait,
was
that wasn't the
crazy,
day
bro.
of the shutdown, was it?
I think it was, yeah. They like.
Oh no,
they,
no,
like-
I wasn't there the day of the shutdown, but I
Oh,
was
okay.
on campus because rumors were spreading.
Yeah.
And people were definitely on the edge of their seat.
Yeah, bro. It was like a movie. Like I read that
Yeah.
out loud, and like I feel like I read it too loud, and at least people heard me. They were like, "Oh shit!" They started
Dude,
running, bro.
I shared this story with everybody because it was just insane.
Mm-hmm.
So I took acting one and two.
I think I remember you telling me that.
Yep, and I had to sit in a play,
Mm-hmm.
and I shouldn't have been doing it, but I went on my phone to pull up the OKC stream because I'm a diehard Thunder fan.
Oh, yeah?
So like I'll watch all the games.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I'm like a contrarian. I can't be fans of teams I live near. It's so weird. It sucks.
I'm all Boston except football, but
Right.
I get it.
Yeah. So I am looking at my phone. I'm seeing like the game right before tip off.
Mm-hmm.
Of all the games and nights I could have watched, I'm watching the tip off, and I just see them just break apart both teams, send them to the locker room
Like right after the tip.
right before tip off.
No way.
Like they're all standing on the court, and then they all went to the locker rooms, and then
That's crazy.
I'm looking at the subtitles and everything, and the PA system told everybody to go home. And
That was probably right after the Rudy Gobert thing.
that
where
was
he
that,
like,
that,
grabbing
so
all the
that
mics.
morning was when he did that,
Yeah. Oh,
and then
what
they
an
got
idiot.
tested, and he tested positive that night.
Mm-hmm.
Ironically, which is just insane. And then I saw everybody go home, and then they just showed the NBA logo just like spinning, and that was it. It was like,
On
oh,
the
stand
stream.
by.
Yeah.
And
That's
I'm looking
wild.
around in this room with like 20, 30 people, and I'm thinking, oh my God, what just happened?
Yeah.
Did they just shut down the NBA? And then that night, I don't think I had class, but I was like, there's no way I'm going to school tomorrow.
Yeah.
I just know something's going to happen. If they just shut down the NBA,
Yeah.
a corporate monster, yeah, there's going to be some problems. So then
Wild, bro.
you were on campus.
Yeah.
The
dude,
day
like,
everything. So did you
It was
saw
like
people
an
just?
apocalypse. Like
Yeah.
people were literally running across.
Were you personally
campus.
freaking out? Were you nervous?
A little bit, I'll be honest. And then, like I said, I drove Trey home, and I was just like, I don't know, like there was so much traffic everywhere because
I
that's
heard it
something
took
that never happened
hours.
before. You know what I mean?
I heard it took hours to leave
Oh,
campus.
it did. It was bad.
Yeah.
I had to just take like side roads through like New Britain instead of going the highway.
Finesse
bro.
it?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
seriously.
Dude, I'm kind of grateful that all happened though.
I mean,
That we
yeah.
went through something like that.
I feel like it taught everybody a lot.
It was a big
you know?
wake up call.
Yeah, definitely.
For sure.
Back to the what's it called? The classes thing you were saying, like about like taking classes we didn't need.
Yeah.
As a PE major, I had to take like physics, chemistry, 3 anatomy courses, one of which was biomechanics, which was
come
like,
on.
when am I gonna use that? I'm sorry.
That's insane.
Like maybe some anatomy, but like biomechanics, like learning how your joints like literally work. Like I'm never gonna. If a kid breaks his arm in class, I'm never gonna be like, oh yeah, you like fractured your
tourniquet.
Yeah, like, what? No, like,
That's all I know.
never. But yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm on board with that. Oh my god.
Right.
Some of
So
the classes I took were really cool though. Like there was one religion class I took actually.
Really?
That I chose to take like as an elective with Dr. Best. He was this big Baptist preacher, like the coolest guy. I've ever
Really?
met. Yeah. And he taught like all different religions.
was it like a comparative religions class?
It was just religion 101, so it was kind of like a broad spectrum.
Did
of, like,
you just
all
learn about
different
yeah?
ones. Yeah, so I
Gotcha.
literally learned about like like I'm Catholic, but I learned about like Hinduism,
Right.
Judaism, like
Isn't it interesting?
Muslim. Like, it was so cool, like
Yeah.
all that different stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I was born and raised Catholic as well. Right. Went right to Holy Spirit
oh cool.
in Newington. Got confirmed to the church. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been the best the best child of God. When you could say
it's tough.
I definitely want to get back.
Busy,
Yeah, once I have a family, I would definitely like to get back into it.
Mm-hmm.
Church on Sundays type of thing.
Yeah.
But taking a religious course I took it in high school. It was called Comparative Religions. Learning about all the religions and their purpose and why people believed in them, and it was just very interesting.
Yeah.
Like Buddhism.
Oh yeah.
I would not be surprised if that. I don't want to say like there's the right and wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I just think everyone believes in something that kind of makes them the best version of themselves,
right?
Or helps them have some sort of faith and comfort, which I think is very healthy. But yeah, learning about reincarnation was trippy.
Oh, yeah. No,
being like 15 years old, and I'm like,
mm-hmm.
whoa, I was once a freaking ant.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I got eaten by a bird and then came back as a fish. And then I got eaten by a shark and I came back as a cow, or I don't know. Just like
it's wild.
Yeah, learning about all that was insane.
You look at it and like this is something I learned a lot in that class is that it's all like connected. Like Judaism was like the first religion that kind of like spawned all these other ones. Like obviously like Jesus was Jewish, but like then you look at it and it's like they're all connected in some way. Like they all have some higher power that people believe in, and like there's certain things they do every day like to pray to their God, or like me, like I pray every day. Like I don't go to church all the time either, honestly, but like I'm more of like a spiritual Christian, I would say.
I think lots of our generation is.
Yeah,
our parents were very more old school when it comes like, I don't want to say if you steal, you go to hell. Like I don't want to say that because but that's how some people thought.
Yeah,
a little more extreme.
Mm-hmm.
I think
it was like drilled into them when they were kids.
Yeah, I think we're all a little more lenient, but I think we get the message and the idea.
Right.
But yeah, I think that as long as you just try and be a good person, be the best, and not because you have to, but because you want to.
Right.
Like once you truly buy in, like what, opening the door for somebody makes me happy.
100%.
It helps them, and like I enjoy doing it.
Yeah.
Or just little things, just contributing to society in a good way, in a healthy way. I think that'll. I don't want to say get you into heaven because it just sounds like I'm just giving you tips on how to get into heaven.
Yeah.
I think it's something you
to
just
make
gotta,
you happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just gotta live your best life, live a healthy life.
100%. That's really what I've been trying to focus on this past year.
Right.
Just I don't know, college was such a grind, and we're finally at the end. But this summer, it's like my last summer before I start student teaching and then getting into the real world. So I've just been trying to enjoy it. Like I said, I worked at the restaurant and coach, and then I'm teaching surf lessons on the weekends.
Oh,
so
nice.
That's been fun in Rhode Island. So if you ever want to come, bro, let me know.
Let me get in the shape first.
Dude, it's not that hard, trust me.
No, dude, funny ass story. The first time and the only time I ever went surfing.
Really?
I was in 4th grade-ish.
Oh, wow.
Very chubby kid. I was built like a meatball.
Where was that?
I think Rhode Island.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's where I teach.
Yeah, I think I went to Rhode Island. And I wore the one-piece swimsuit and everything. I felt like I was in just a surfing movie.
Yeah.
Or Surf's Up.
Surf's Up, yeah. Chasing Maverick.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And I went a little bit earlier than the instructor told me to go.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not trying to sound like a surfer bro, but I caught a gnarly wave.
Gnarly, dude.
But the thing was, I couldn't do a push-up at the time.
Oh, shit.
So I couldn't just, do the boom. I couldn't do that because my balance was shot. It still is, but we're working on it. And I went flying up in the air, and I landed right on. So I went with my cousins, and one of my cousins brought her girlfriends. Landed right on one of the girls, and it's like, of course, the chubby, insecure kid had to hit the skinny, good-looking white girl.
Oh boy, I can picture that.
Dog, and I was so embarrassed. She was crying, and I'm like, yo, yeah. It was a really bad look. It was ugly. But
oh my god.
Eventually, I'll have to redeem myself real quick. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Backpacking off that, I had a lesson 2 weeks ago. It was this party of 10, and usually we'd have 2 instructors on for that, but I don't know, my boss just had a brain fart, I guess, and I was the only one on. So it was 10 16-year-old girls. I swear they just come from the Barbie movie, but it was one of their birthdays, so they wanted to come take surf lessons. So it was all 10 of them, and it was a shore break that day. I don't know if you know what that is. It's when the waves crash closer to the beach, so it's kind of hard to catch a wave farther back. because the waves aren't breaking, rolling farther back. So they were literally breaking like right there. So I'm trying to get these 10 teenage girls out into the water like all at the same time, and like, I don't have 10 eyes. I can't see all of them. So the dad was like freaking out because some of them were just getting pummeled by the waves, and like they were fine. I mean, they were using foam boards, so it's not like it's gonna hit them in the face and hurt them. But
right.
It was such a shit show, dude. And then
I'm sure it was.
On top of all of that, he didn't even tip after.
Oh,
and like that's
man.
As like a surf instructor, and like even like in a restaurant, like you live on tips. Like it's not like I'm getting paid millions to teach surf lessons. I do it like for fun, but didn't tip at all. I was like, damn, bro, that's crazy.
Yeah, that sucks. What got you into surfing?
My dad taught me actually when I was like 5 or 6. He just used to push me on the board like what I do to people,
That's
the kids.
sick.
And then I started surfing on my own, like, as I got older. But just being in Rhode Island a lot, like, I think I told you my family's got a house in Charlestown. So just growing up around the water there. I started skimboarding, actually, first.
Is that when you throw the board on the little shore
one.
and then...
the plexiglass one,
Yeah, that's sick.
So, yeah, I used to do that a lot. Just started, like, with a wood board. And then my dad actually he picked up surfing when he was, like, 40. It's really funny, the story. He just went to the surf shop that I work at, actually, Warm Winds, and... comes home with a board, and my mom was just like, "What the hell are you doing?" He's like 40 years old. He's just like, "I just wanted to pick it up." Like, So yeah.
And he was able to learn that age.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Just by like talking to locals and people at the shop, and then he taught me and my sister. So.
Do you ever want to go out the country and just catch like the
dude.
giant waves?
I would love to.
Like just go through one of those the ones that
the barrels.
The ones that wrap around you.
Never caught a full barrel, but
yeah.
I went to Cali in Hawaii in December or January, I forget, with my family last year, and Hawaii was nuts.
That must have been majestic.
We went down to the North Shore. I'll show you later the waves. That's when they get to like 40, 50 feet, and they have bonsai pipeline competition, which is like all the professional surfers. So
is that what you see on like ESPN?
Yeah, with like Kelly Slater, Robin Shadow, used to be him. But.
Wow, you know your stuff.
Yep. The best like up and comer right now is probably John Florence. He's from Cali.
Wow.
Used to surf with
you know the prospects and everything too.
Oh, yeah.
So when it comes to surfing, is it just tournaments and who can hold on to a wave for the longest? How does it work?
It kind of depends on the area. So like pipeline is like you said, the barrel. So it's like how long you can stay in the barrel pretty much, and like stay on your board, you would like grab the side. But then there's like, the Olympics where they like are actually doing moves and like, flipping off the waves, doing cutbacks, stuff like that. But
wow.
I don't have the body type to do that. You look at most of the professional surfers, and they're like 5'6", 5'7". Like I think Kelly Slater's the tallest, and he's probably like 5'11".
So the shorter the better.
Yeah, honestly, like shorter and like smaller stature.
The fact that people can do that on water is just
crazy,
insane.
Bro. Yeah,
because we do not have the best track record when it comes to water. People. No, I'm just saying that people in general.
Oh, I mean,
the submarine just happened, and.
Yeah.
And there's just so much crap going on.
Yep. I just saw the Meg 2 last night.
Yeah.
With my boy Drew. And when they had like the submarine going down, because they were, I don't know, it was like in a trench I don't want to spoil it, but it wasn't great, I'll be honest. I wouldn't recommend that movie.
Yeah, the movies like that are just fun to watch.
I mean, it was
you're
fun
not watching it
around,
to rate the cinema.
Had some popcorn. Yeah. But when they went in the submarine, I was just like, is this the Titanic submarine? Yeah. We were cracking up in the back.
Yeah, dude, I've never seen something get so much more coverage than that.
Yeah, I know. It was nuts, though. Yeah. I feel bad for the kid, honestly.
Yeah, I did, too. Did you hear that he even said that he didn't want to go at first? Yeah, he was, like,
coerced or something by his parents.
That's crazy.
Know. That's so messed up.
There were so many red flags leading up to that moment, too.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard, apparently the windows of the glass on the outside to, like, look out, if I'm not speaking out of terms, they were only meant to go to a certain depth.
Oh, really?
So let's say, I'm just throwing random numbers out here, and I don't even know if it's the right thing. So let's say they're built for like 2,000 meters deep. They went like...
They went way
down. Way past the threshold. Just little things like that. And I don't think it even went through a peer review system. I think that's what they call it.
Yeah.
When you like invent something or want to test something, like you got to test it out, check to see if everything's working.
There's no way, or like, there's no reason that it shouldn't have been like safe, because like James Cameron, the guy who directed Titanic, literally went down like 30 years ago, and they were completely fine.
Yeah.
But then like with the technology we have now, it's still got messed up. Like, I don't know.
But the ocean is
unpredictable.
It's unpredictable.
It's scary
for one, and for two. apparently, so I'm sure you saw how the countdown was going. Oh, they have 36 hours of oxygen left, which was just that was insane.
I don't even think they should have covered that. Honestly, it was kind of
it became a whole meme and everything.
Yeah,
but
I don't know.
When that was going down, I was listening to somebody that went on Rogan's thing who was in the military, and they were saying you have to keep into account that submarine was welded or constructed to where you can't leave from the inside out. So you have to keep. Well, first of all, you have to keep into account that they have to be pulled up, and they have to go slow so they don't get the bends, or they don't, have a heart attack or explode. Yeah. So you have to pull them up slowly. So that takes time. That's not like an hour left. Like boom, there they are. Let's go. Like no, it would take a while, and then when they get up, like you have to like drill into the thing or like somehow prop it open.
Yeah, they were just screwed.
It was just an ugly situation, but that's the world that for us. I guess is going on.
I feel like there's like some random event that happens like every couple months or like every couple of years that just like takes the world by storm.
Right.
And then like 3 years later, they're like, oh my god, like that actually happened.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like just thinking back, like when we had the October snowstorm, like 2012,
that was insane.
That was so random, bro.
Yeah, that was freaky.
Straight up canceled Halloween.
Week off of school.
3 feet of snow.
Dude, that was insane. Yeah, I think nuts. Eventually, probably by 2030, it'll be snowing in May, and it'll be hot in December.
Dude, global warming's real. Trust me.
Oh yeah, for sure. We're gonna have to switch up the seasons. We're gonna start calling fall summer.
Literally, bro.
We're gonna start calling winter spring or something. I don't know. Yeah, it's going to be crazy.
I've always enjoyed the seasons, though, honestly.
Yeah?
I know a lot of people that are like, yeah, I want to go down south when I finish school, or, like, that's why they went down there to, like, Tampa or, like, Bama. But, like, I don't know. I've always enjoyed having snowstorms and
I do too.
Having the spring here.
I think it's nice.
Yeah.
And it creates good times, bad times, winter blues, I don't know what spring would be. Spring flowers, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
But I get what you mean. It's nice, and it's always changing. The leaves falling, the leaves growing.
Fall is my favorite.
Fall's the best. Hoodie weather.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to start wearing sweats again.
Yeah, it's so nice.
Like I enjoy like the first 2 months of summer, and then like from now until like end of September, I'm just like, I just want it to be fall again. I just want to go to the
fall,
the carnivals.
I'm a big fall and spring guy.
Me too.
It's just perfect weather. It's not too hot. It's not too cold. You can wear whatever.
Yep. When's your birthday again?
December 29th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, gotcha. I'm in the thick of the winter, baby.
I'm November 6th, so.
Oh, there you go. That's a solid. That's
beginning of the fall.
There you go. Yeah, no, that's solid. For sure.
So, do you have combined Christmas and birthday? Or
good question.
What's up with that?
Nah, I still get separate.
On Christmas.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
Yeah.
You would think that's a great day to have a birthday. Nah, just say merry birthday. Yeah, I still get my own day.
Separate them. That's good.
The problem with having a late birthday, though, especially so close to New Year's, is people kind of forget that people still have birthdays.
Yeah.
So people be, what do you got planned for New Year's? I'm like, my fucking birthday. What do you mean?
2 days before.
Yeah, like, come on, dude. Give me a break.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, but, hey, you live and you adapt. That's what we do.
For sure.
So, I don't know if you said it, at least entirely, but what sparked you? Where did it all start when you knew you wanted to become a teacher? How did that work?
So it sounds pretty basic, but I went to Highcrest in Wethersfield. Literally live right behind there, so I was shout out. So It's actually that way. So I live like literally right behind it in like neighborhood with a bunch of kids my age, and we would always just like go run there and like literally walk there for school. And my PE teacher there, actually, Mr. Kobelski, was like, shout out, the reason why I wanted to start, because he was just so like, I don't know, like hands-on and like actually cared. Like you could tell he wasn't just doing it for the paycheck.
Right.
And he actually won Teacher of the Year, I think 2012 or 2013. But he instituted all these like other events. Like we would do Friday morning basketball, and like him and a couple other teachers would play against us. Like
right before school started?
Yeah, like we would go like 7:30, play like for an hour before class started.
Nice.
He was literally like the white Ray Allen, I swear. This dude could just drain threes from anywhere.
That's incredible.
But, so yeah, he did that. We had the Jingle Bell Run. It was just like a mile. And then we would donate toys to like orphans every Christmas.
That's awesome.
And then there's so many things that he did. But he was just like the coolest guy ever. And like,
perfect role model, sounds like.
You can ask anyone that I went there with. He always had this one saying. He would just be like, what it comes down to is, he'd be like, you got to put the effort in.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't want to do it, like, I can't push you to do it, but, like, you just got to rely on yourself basically. But
it's always the teachers with go-to phrases.
oh yeah,
or
but
sayings.
like I literally wrote my college essay on him, like on going to Central, and like
That's sick.
went back and I did my elementary practicum with him actually, which was awesome.
Wow.
So just learned a lot from him. And
Dude, that's incredible.
whenever I tell people that I'm doing PE, they're like, it's actually really cool. Like I never thought of that.
Dude, PE's sick.
So, yeah, people used to rag on me like when I was doing track in high school, and like
Really?
I don't know, a lot of the kids that I did track with in high school, even though we're still good friends, we're like very, very smart, like top of our class, and like ended up going to some really good schools.
Wow.
And when I told them I was going to Central for PE, they're like you didn't apply anywhere else? I was like, no, like literally only school I applied to. That's where I wanted to go. And they were like, wow, dude, like good for you.
Yeah, no,
I knew what I wanted. I don't
Central
know.
was the only place I applied to as well.
Yeah,
it's a great school.
I don't know. Like both my parents went there.
Really?
Like I knew I was gonna commute because it's only 10 minutes away.
Yeah, it's cheap.
Yeah,
Cheap
and like I
everything.
toured it. I loved it. Like
Yeah.
you started building new facilities. The
As
rec
long as
is amazing.
As long as you get shout out to the rec.
Shout out the rec.
As long as you get the degree.
Mm-hmm.
I think at first, right before, especially with high school students, a lot of them are still caught up in the if I go to a bigger school, the cooler I am.
Yeah.
Type of thing. I think everyone kind of goes through that.
Mm-hmm.
But when you really think about it, and you're like, hey, how much debt are you in, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah.
And they tell you these numbers,
Mm-hmm.
and you look at them like, oh my.
Like, how are you gonna enjoy your 20s?
Yeah,
you're gonna be paying that back for 15 years.
I hope your college experience was worth it, because you're gonna be paying that off for the rest of your life.
Honestly.
Well, me, maybe a little bit of debt, maybe none.
Yeah.
And
That's
then
why
just
I
go from
didn't
there.
like mind commuting, because I could always just go visit people. Like when
For
we
sure.
were online because of COVID, like I literally just lived in Rhode Island.
Yeah.
And like one of my best friends went to URI, so I basically like went there for a year.
Yeah.
People were like, "Oh, how's URI?" I'm like, "I didn't go there. I went to Central."
That's awesome.
Online classes though, that was a trip.
Oh yeah, yeah. What was COVID life like for you?
So like I said, I lived in Rhode Island, and
Mm-hmm.
I just honestly surfed every day. Did classes
Surf.
from the beach.
Have you joined class on your phone?
Yep.
Hey, what's up?
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
It was fun. Those were the only 2 semesters I made Dean's List, so that was nice.
That's awesome, dude. That's sick. Was there any point in which you were just, or have any like mental setbacks or physical? Like none. You just kind of kept.
It's definitely some
stayed the
physical
course?
setbacks.
Yeah.
Because, I was living out there alone. I mean, besides like when it got warmer, my family was coming out there, but just like, being able to buy and eat what I want was definitely like kind of a problem. And
Right.
even though I was like still exercising with surfing and just like going on runs, like I was not going to the gym at all.
Yeah.
So I could just tell like, I was like weak body wise, but I don't know. I feel like it was kind of hit or miss for a lot of people during then, like that time.
Yeah, it definitely was.
Yeah.
I feel like it was either you're still locked in or you have a crazy like
Right.
gained like 20 pounds.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people that gained weight during COVID. I was one of them.
I definitely.
I look back at some of my videos and I thought I was chunky then. Like I saw myself as chunky, but comparing myself like before I started working out again to then, I was like, wow, like I was big, but like damn, like not that big. But yeah, man,
it was a tough time. I
Yeah.
mean, I definitely still had a good time. Like,
Yeah.
it was fun to, get away for a little while.
Yeah, for sure.
Even though I enjoyed, like I said, commuting, but it was just nice to be out there.
Were you ever on the Among Us wave?
Oh,
Did you
yeah.
play Among Us?
100%.
Those were the days, man.
The drunk Among Us nights were
Dude,
take this off real quick.
no, you're good.
Get
Dude,
all toasty.
I just remember when I was playing, me and my friends would play, and we would be on PlayStation party. You have PlayStation, by the way?
I got Xbox.
Xbox? Damn.
I just started playing again.
Damn.
Since
sucks.
they reopened all the
Yeah,
Black Ops servers.
gotcha. But, yeah, dude, me and all my boys, we would join a PlayStation party,
Mm-hmm.
and we would all mute our mics. But if someone was chasing us,
Oh,
one
yeah.
of us would unmute our mics and just start going, like, no!
Oh my God.
And then they muted again. It was we just had the funniest regimen. It was so funny. Like, everyone joined the party at 11 on the dot. Like, we all running it up. It was those were the best.
It's like you were kids again.
Those were exactly.
It's so funny the stuff that people got into, especially during COVID.
Right?
Like, not even just games, but like shows. Like I don't know if you watched all like the Netflix originals they released, but like
Which ones?
Like Stranger Things,
Of course.
Outer Banks.
Not
You.
yet. Not you. I have.
You should definitely get into Outer Banks.
Yeah,
Big-
I know I would like it.
Big fan of that. But yeah, I mean, Stranger Things has become like one of my favorite shows. It's
a classic.
Do you have a poster of that? I think you do. Right,
Right there.
Right
Yeah,
Hell yeah, bro.
Hell
I
yeah.
have
it's a great
the
ass
second
show.
season poster, and then I just got the vinyl for it of the second season. So it's got like all that 80s music on it, you know what I mean? Like the Police and
that's what I think you posted that on your story.
I think so, yeah.
I had the season 2 one as well, I think.
The poster.
Yeah, but I think it kind of got really wrinkly and stuff, and it was
gotcha.
cheap, so I think I threw that one out. But I'm pretty sure I had that one at one point.
So you said you got most of these from Amazon?
Yeah, I mean Amazon. Some I went to Target, like
Nice.
that or Target or Walmart. Like the Stranger Things one I got at Walmart, if I'm not mistaken.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you just look around or maybe in the mall. You can find them anywhere.
Yeah, Newberry's got some good ones too. Newberry
Yeah?
Comics.
No, but if you genuinely just look up whatever show, like Outer Banks posters, just look it up. There's places, and then there's another. I don't think any. I think maybe one of them I might have gotten off this website. They have a thing where it might honestly just be like postermaker.com.
Oh, okay.
Something as genuine as that or generic as that. You can screenshot or save an image online and upload it onto the website, and then just have them print it and send it to you.
It's like T-shirt maker.
Exactly. It works out so well. So, yeah, just collected them one by one over time. So, and I'm sure that you could probably relate in some way, somehow, understand where I'm coming from when I say this. But when it comes to something like this, some people, so for you, you're into surfing. Do you have any other side hobbies just out of curiosity?
I used to play piano when I was a kid. Haven't done that in a while. But besides that, just running. I mean, coaching's kind of taken over.
Right.
But that's like something I enjoy. Like that's definitely,
okay.
Even though it's a job, it's still like a hobby of mine.
So when it comes to fitness or if it comes to playing the piano, learning an instrument, some people want to be the best at it before they tell others or show others.
Right.
Or some people want to just wait for the right time, but there never is a right time. You just got to go.
Yeah,
you just got to try it. Throw yourself in the mud. Throw yourself in the fire.
Mm-hmm.
And so for me, I wanted to do that, but I wanted to also start, not when I was necessarily ready, but when I had everything the way I wanted it. So during COVID, one day at a time. So this room originally was split in half, like not straight up. There was just like one couch facing there, one couch facing here.
Yeah.
Because I used to share this with my brother.
Oh, okay.
This whole lower area. Now he's been moved out the house. Cause
How old is your brother?
25
now?
now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that your only sibling?
No, I have a little sister too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but he's in the military now. He lives in
awesome.
Kansas, still moving around, doing his thing.
Good for him.
Yeah. But we used to share this area, and there wasn't really much down here. There was just our TVs and PlayStations, whatever. We would just play. Exactly. It was a game room. And then once he moved out, time goes on. During COVID, this was my room. I used to sleep here. Like my bed was here. I had a smaller TV, but facing there and stuff like that.
It's like your own dorm down here.
Yeah, right. That's
awesome.
Come on, I don't need a dorm. Yeah, exactly. It's great. And then eventually, when I started during COVID, when the idea for the podcast started to fester even more and more, then eventually, little by little, I would just buy a poster here and there, and then move stuff around, and then I would try things with the computer, and then I learned, oh wait, I probably need a Mac, not this wrinkly dinkly ass laptop.
Oh my god.
So yeah, no, there was lots of investments that had to be made to make it look how I wanted it to look. Eventually, if I had a bigger space, I would love even more posters, more everything. But yeah, I think
You've definitely made it look very professional, and the way it's set up too. Even I don't know, when I put my posters up, I never know how to place them. You know what I mean?
It's a try and fail thing, dude.
Honestly.
Look what? Well, let me think. The Bruno Mars one that's there, that used to be here. I used to have, I think, DJ Khaled up there. I think The Weeknd was over there, because I had music and movies all scattered. And I was like, wait, I feel like it'd look cooler if I assign music to music, and then movies and shows to movies and shows.
Right.
Instead of having it all be scrambled. I don't know, maybe a little bit.
What you gotta get?
What?
David Goddard's poster.
I should, huh?
I should
put it right on the door when you open. Yeah. It's like you yeah, you gotta strive for greatness if you come into this room.
You gotta do 50 push-ups before you come in.
Yeah, yeah, it's funny you said that. Yeah, I just finished this book.
I was just gonna say, how was it?
Yeah, I just finished the book, dude. Lived up to the hype and everything more.
Really?
I know we talked about it, obviously, but I don't remember. Have you read it?
I have not.
You have not.
I'm gonna get it though. I still got some Amazon money. So
no, dude.
gift card money.
Totally one of the best investments ever. I'm not even kidding. If you genuinely take the book serious. Before I tell you this, just in case anyone's listening or watching, still appreciate you. So David Goggins is a former Navy SEAL, just for a little bit of backstory. and he's someone that's gone through pretty much hell and back in many different aspects in life, and kind of teaches people and promotes them and educates them on how to be your ideal self and how to combat the parts of your brain that don't want you to strive for greatness, or the ones that want you to like late. Instead of go to the gym, like maybe I should take this day off. Like he teaches you how to kind of fight those instincts off and eventually
turn it into motivation.
Eventually, he says, is callous the mind to where like you can be very disciplined and
It's almost like a military perspective.
Exactly, and I'm telling you, man, it lived up to the hype and more.
That's awesome. I definitely got to read that. I'm reading Life of Pi right now, which is definitely a more laid.
You're reading the book?
Yeah.
The movie was awesome.
Because I've seen the movie a million times, but...
Such a good movie.
Yeah, I just found the book at my house. I was like,
what was the name of the tiger again?
Richard Parker.
Richard Parker! Yeah.
I love that movie.
Yeah, but after each chapter, he assigns you a task to do. So I've already had to do certain things or incorporate certain things in my life while doing everything that I've been doing, and it's helped so much. Like in my bathroom, one of the challenges or like the things he has you do is he has you put sticky notes all over your bathroom mirror. So
I've seen that one.
Yeah, so every time you go into the mirror or look in the mirror, like it's keeping it real with you every time. Yeah. So if you're thinking about slugging off or taking today off, it's right there. Everything is just, it feels like the sticky notes have come to life, and they're just like, when you walk in, they're like, have you worked out yet? Have you worked out yet? Like, what have you done today? Have you sat on your ass and did nothing? What have you done? You'll learn more about it when you read the book. Right. But I'm telling you, man, and you're already in great shape.
Thanks, man. You look great too, bro.
Hey, I appreciate it.
I still can't believe you've been getting up at 5. Like, that's wild.
Yeah, no, it's not easy, but it's got to be done.
That's a grind. Yeah. If there's anything, I mean, obviously, I don't go to the gym every single day, but like, if there's anything I've learned just about like self-motivation is just like, you can't rely on anyone else. Like, I'll go to the gym with friends sometimes, and like, I don't know, just like do stuff with friends to like motivate me, but like, in the end, it's all on yourself. You know what I mean?
Dude,
like,
that's so true.
You can't rely on anybody else.
Yeah, I've had more than a couple of people, at least once a week, someone be like, hey man, like, let me work out with you, or like, I'll see you at 5.
Even I asked you.
Yeah.
That day.
Yeah, I remember that. No, but it's all good.
I'll still come at some point.
Yeah. No, but I'm not even kidding. They'll be like, yo, like, I love what you're doing. You know, I might need to get on the wave. And I'm not going to say this in a way where it sounds kind of cocky or anything. Like, if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to genuinely do it.
Right.
And that's it. There's no other way around it.
That's the best mindset, though, honestly.
Because... And you just got to put your money where your mouth is, you know? And plus, I don't want to look a damn fool. If I say I'm going to go at 5 a.m. and I don't go at 5 a.m., people are like, what the hell happened?
Yeah. Not even just for other people, but for yourself.
Especially for yourself, too, because then you just look in the mirror and it's like, look at you.
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah, I've had quite a few people say, hey, I'll see you at 5 a.m. and either they don't show up or they'll show up late. Like, I haven't worked out with anybody, and I don't want to, honestly.
No, that's good,
like,
though.
I'll do the same lifts as other people. If they want to do the same lifts as me or whatever, like right near me, like, that's fine. But the thing is, I get so caught up in, like, chatting with other people and stuff. Right. I kind of, like, move away from
zone them out.
Yeah. I kind of lose the locked-in phase, and I'll just talk before, you know, I'll lose my pump, whatever.
There's, like, certain days where I'll go in like that and, like, only focus on like me and like literally zone out other people. If I see somebody I'll know, I'll just be like, yeah, what's up? But like I won't like go talk to them.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Sometimes when I do go with friends and I'm not like trying to get like a crazy workout in, I will talk to people for like a couple minutes. And, you know, maybe like get a set in with them.
Yeah, I chat. I usually chat when I'm done.
Yeah.
That's how I try to keep it. There's some people they'll go to dap me up if they do see me and they just know I'm locked in. They can just tell.
You give them
I don't even say nothing. Yeah. They'll come to say hi, and then they're like, "What's good, man?" I'm like, "Hey, how we doing?" And like they know the way I say it,
right?
And they'll see like the sweat.
In.
Yeah, they know I'm locked in. You could just tell. Some things you pick up on, but yeah, the gym's a grind in itself. But at this point, you know, it's you learn, and it's something you learn in the book and just in general, man. It's a lifestyle,
right? It's an everyday thing.
It's not a. There's no finish line. Like, if I get to a certain weight or if I look a certain way eventually, it's not, I reached the mountaintop.
Yeah. It sounds like kind of macabre, but, like, the finish line is the end of your life. You know what I mean? Like, you want to, like, work to be your best self your entire life.
Exactly.
Never stop. Like.
Yeah, there was this guy who I go and talk to. It's a family friend of mine. I don't even know I said that. He's family. he kind of helps me when it comes to. So I'm not on necessarily a diet, but I definitely watch what I eat.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely stay away from sweets and junk now. Once maybe when the challenge is over, because for the 75 hard that I've been doing, you can't eat. You have to be on a diet.
How far into you?
Today's only day 25.
Really?
So once you're done, I'm gonna do my 45-minute walk, and then I'll be
okay.
done for the day.
Hell yeah.
I did my reading. Yeah.
I gotta go straight to practice.
Hey, you'll get your steps in though.
Oh yeah, I'm bringing my cleats.
Nice.
Show 'em I still got
About to rot them out real quick.
Give them a good look. We're like a week out of our first scrimmage. So.
Yeah. Who you going against?
Northwest Catholic.
Oh, word.
First scrimmage. So.
But yeah, this guy, he told me, he said, every day when you wake up, you're at war with two people. He said the version of you now and the version of the person you want to be.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, you can either stay complacent or you can do what it takes to eventually reach that person. And you won't see them ever, but you'll eventually just become them.
Right.
And it's just how bad do you really want to become that person? And that really resonated with me for some reason. It was very powerful when he said that to me. And yeah, I was just tired of having back pain all the damn time. My back, I'm not going to lie, I was throwing around some crazy weight these past few days, so my backs and my legs are so sore right now. But
I can't do anything crazy with my back anymore because I didn't fracture my back, but I was very close to fracturing it in high school, and I missed my entire freshman football season.
No way.
So I've always had to be very careful. Literally, the year that we redid the turf in Weathersfield, it was like very hard because it hadn't been broken in at all.
On the game field?
Yeah.
Is that what you guys practice?
The game field. At first we did because that's when they were like rebuilding the back, which is now a softball field. They redid the whole school.
Yeah.
But anyways, we were just diving for balls. Like, they have those pads that you can dive onto, like the huge ones. Completely missed the pad.
No
Landed
way.
Right on the turf. I hit my hip, and I was just like, that didn't feel good. And I practiced for like another week or two, and then I started having like shooting pain up my back. So I had to go to the chiropractor and go get acupuncture. And I was gonna get surgery, but they said I guess I didn't need it. So
oh, thank God.
I just had to rest for the whole season, which sucked because freshman year is like supposed to be the most fun year before you get like serious about it. And like obviously it's more fun when you get onto varsity, but like. Right. Freshman year, you're just kind of messing around, having fun.
Yeah, for sure.
I missed the whole year, so that sucked. But
yeah, back injuries are scary.
Oh yeah,
they're no joke. If you mess up your back, it's so debilitating. Mm-hmm. You can't even bend down and pick something up.
Nope.
I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of how I feel right now.
Yeah.
No, like my back was really bad. During the pandemic, when I wasn't working out, and at any job I was working at, I was either lifting stuff or moving around.
Yeah. And
you probably know about this because. PE teacher, I'm sure you had to learn some about the body parts and how they work and whatnot, but
to an extent.
Yeah.
3 anatomy classes later.
So when your legs get tight, really tight, how do I say this? It kind of works both ways. I just know if you have a weak back and a weak core, your legs will over support for them.
Right.
And I also know that like when your legs get really tight, it puts a lot more stress on the back. Mm-hmm. Something along those lines.
Yeah, that's why you got to bend the knees and like bend your whole body when you go down to pick things up.
Exactly.
You can't just like, go straight
Exactly.
down.
And eventually my legs got so tight to the point where my back was just getting weaker and weaker. Mm-hmm. And it turned out that I had a couple slip discs.
Oh, no way.
In my back. Oof. And I knew, and I'm very good at masking my pain.
Yeah. And
I have a crazy pain tolerance, but I knew this was an everyday thing. This was bothering the crap out of me. I got an MRI and they broke down which stuff is messed up in my back or whatnot. And all they really said was, if you just strengthen your core, you start working out again, you start stretching more, you'll be okay.
When was that?
That might have been in 2022, honestly.
Oh, okay.
Early 2022, late 2021, that range.
Gotcha.
During COVID, I dealt with all of it. 2019 to 2020, my back was messed up the whole time, and I just dealt with it.
Yeah.
And then was messed up during those times, too. But now, it's been getting better the more and more I go to the gym.
Yeah.
I feel
the more you strengthen.
Yeah, I feel so much better.
Do you squat at all or not?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
So
I can't.
Really?
No. My chiropractor told me I should never squat.
Not even with the bar?
Well, I mean, sometimes I'll do like, calf raises with like 2 plates or just stuff like that, like little things, like smaller ranges of motion, but I'll never like straight up squat again.
Really?
Nah.
Not even like body squat?
No, man. I mean, yeah, but like not with weight, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
sometimes
I
I'll
get
do
it.
like goblet squats, but
See, oh yeah, so squat, you just won't squat.
No, I won't actually take the bar or like front squat.
What if you ever see a hack squat machine or use one?
Yeah.
Would you ever do that or no?
Maybe. I mean, Planet doesn't have those.
Yeah, they don't. That would
No.
be nice though.
Yeah.
Do you do leg press?
Yeah.
Okay,
That is the
there you
one
go.
thing that I do.
I
like,
love
for
leg
legs,
press.
but I'll do that, like leg extensions.
Dude, I love a
calf
good leg
extensions.
pump.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Feels so good.
It's the worst when you start cramping.
Oh no,
You
it
just
sucks.
gotta down water.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll roll up my shorts a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll just like hold on to like my knees and like
Oh,
the front of my quads, and you just feel it tense. Oh, I love it. It burns like hell, but
Yup.
it's a good burn.
I've had to get used to actually not taking pre-workout or creatine because the last couple of weeks, I think I told you I hurt my arm, like my forearm. I don't know. I thought it was just like a strain or something, but
Ooh.
for the last like month, like it's been hurting every time I do something supinated, like
Right.
curls or like if I do a hammer curl, I'll be fine. But like,
So you have to just rest it.
yeah. So I don't know. My doctor told me just take a couple weeks off.
Yeah, I'm
so
sure you'll be
I've just been
okay.
running, doing other stuff.
Yeah, sometimes that's all you gotta do. You don't know.
Calisthenics.
That's sometimes that's always the best option. Yeah, you don't always
Yeah.
wanna throw something out or mess something up.
Right.
Sometimes rest is always just the best thing
100%.
for sure.
I feel like when I get more into like a routine, it'll be easier.
Oh, absolutely.
Because like when I start student teaching, like that's gonna be Monday through Friday.
Oh yeah,
And then coaching after. So
yeah.
I'm gonna have to get.
You'll
into
find
it.
ways to make time.
Yeah,
For sure.
always will.
So, if you don't mind me asking, I usually like to ask everybody this.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you were to compare yourself now to when you first entered Central, or even you from now compared to high school, what would some major differences be with you personally? Because you always seem like, for as long as I've known you, you always seem a very positive, upbeat,
Yeah.
and shaped guy. Like, have you ever had any like lapses or anything?
I
Have you
feel
ever
like
been more shy or like
One of the
insecure?
things that you just said before actually like kind of reminded me of how I've changed a little bit, like suffering in silence, because like obviously like everybody deals with mental health problems, but like not everybody addresses them, and I've never been one to like go talk to a doctor or a therapist about it. I kind of like deal with your own personal demons through exercising or just like having fun with friends, but
Right.
like that's one thing I've definitely tried to address a lot more and like practice other ways to deal with it, like meditation and like
Oh yeah,
going
meditation's
out and
great.
doing the things I enjoy, like playing Xbox once in a while. Like there's nothing wrong with that. So I don't know. I feel like when I entered Central, I was definitely a little more timid and like insecure just about dealing with the mental health struggles, like I said.
Right.
But I don't know. I feel like I've been able to like open up more about stuff like that and just feel more comfortable like meeting new people and
Absolutely.
like even like coming here, like I was a little nervous, but like if you asked me beginning of school, like beginning of college to come here and like talk, I would have been like, I don't know, like I don't know what to talk about, like
Right.
fresh out of high school, like I don't know. So just like opening up more, because everyone has always said like, oh, you're so positive, like you're so bubbly all the time, but like it's the people like that behind closed doors aren't always the happiest. You know what I
Right.
mean?
That's just
So,
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kinda
I don't know.
fake it till you
That's
make it.
I'd say that's the biggest thing, and then also just self confidence. Like, I used to just dress like athletic all the time, and like, because that's all what I grew up doing, like playing sports and just wearing like, Nike and sporty outfits. But then I kind of got more into like street culture and like, wearing stuff like this and like wearing a fitted. Like, never would have able to been wear something like this if I was like in high school or like starting off
Right.
in college. So just like feeling more comfortable in my own skin. I feel like that's like what I've developed with the most.
I see you have a tattoo as well right there.
I do. I have a couple.
Yeah.
So,
what is that?
This one is my second tat I got. It's God is greater than the ups and downs.
Dude, that's sick.
Thank you, man.
Whoa.
It's a pretty basic one. I know a couple people that have that one.
Yeah,
and
that's
then
badass.
this is my first one I got in
Hell yeah.
high school. So
Yeah, I got
it's
something like that.
my favorite
too.
Bible verse, John 8:12.
Yeah, what is
It's
that?
I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me shall have eternal light.
Wow.
Yeah. So
What makes
I
you
love
like that one so much?
well, Luke in Latin means light, so
Dude, that's insane. Oh, look at
Yeah.
that.
so I love that one. And then my grandpa's name was John, so
Awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I got a couple others. I'll show you later.
Yeah, no, I got a John tattoo.
I know you
right
got
here.
the big one right there. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
I got the Philippians one here,
Nice.
and then my
Is that
grand
8:13?
413.
Okay, 4:13.
Yeah. I can do all things through Christ who gives me
Yeah,
strength.
good
Yeah,
one.
Yeah, everyone loves that one. But yeah, it's crazy. I have
You
a
got
cross
there
as
too,
well right
Yeah.
here, and it has John on it. That was the
No
name of my
way.
grandfather.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
Ironically,
Really?
which is pretty damn cool.
I knew you had a cross. I didn't know it was John though. That's
Mhm.
cool. Good stuff.
Um,
Yeah, I love the tats.
yeah, no,
addicting.
tats are great. Definitely want more.
Oh yeah.
Always
My mom
want
isn't
more.
a huge fan because she's worked in a church for 40 years. But
Oh yeah, so
they're religious. So although I got the surfer one right here.
oh hell yeah. So yeah, no, I definitely like what you said.
What about you though?
For
What,
sure.
what do you think in terms of like since high school or since the beginning of school? What has changed the most for you?
For me, honestly, I just think I was a lot more afraid of the unknown,
Mm-hmm.
and now I've kind of embraced it. I've had the day by day mentality now.
Yeah.
It's okay. Just do what you can control today,
Right.
and then just make it to tomorrow. And I've been a lot more at peace with that.
It's a good way to go.
Yeah, and I just think I was a lot more insecure. Like if let's say there was for a random example, let's just say there was a girl that I thought was attractive.
Mm.
I would have like an insecure meltdown, even before like snapping or texting her, getting her number, asking for it, talking to her, like a complete like meltdown. Like, oh, you don't deserve a girl like that. Like whatever. Like oh, like no, you're not worthy. Stuff like that. Like a lot of self-doubt, self sabotaging.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a big problem for me. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes it still is. Once in a while, I'll have my moments, bad moments, good and bad. But I think, that's what life's about.
Mm-hmm.
You live and you learn.
Ups and downs, yeah.
Yeah, and you just So lots of people have told me this, and it's been said on here a couple times. Healing isn't linear.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as at the end of the track, you're still going up. But if you just go, up, down, left, right, zigzagging all over, but like if it still ends up where you keep going up,
Yeah.
that's not always bad.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think, I just try and do things now that, like this, I couldn't have done this in high school. I was too scared.
Yeah.
I would have thought someone like you was probably a jock. I'm not going to lie. I definitely did a lot of, I don't want to say prejudging, but I would just look at someone and be like, yeah, no, he's too cool for me, or they're too cool for me. Like, their status is here and mine's here. And, yeah.
That's something I've always tried to, like, differentiate. Because, like, although I was a jock in high school, like, I still hung out with the band kids, still hung out with, like,
right.
The meme kids that didn't play any sports and were just, like,
yeah.
Kind of stoners. But,
yeah.
But, like, I don't know. People would never expect, someone like you and I to, like, eventually become friends in high school.
Right.
I feel like that just comes with maturity, too. You know what I mean?
Oh, for
like,
sure.
Once you get to college, it's like you're done playing sports, you're done with all those other activities, unless you're, like, an athlete. But,
time to be a human.
yeah, when you're just a normal person, like, you just connect based on vibes and, like,
right.
I don't know.
No, it's especially great because in high school I used to do the thing where, oh, they have this many followers, I have this many, there's just no way I could talk to them. They probably see me as, beneath them. But now, there's people I know with crazy amounts, like, I don't even care about the numbers game when it comes to that. But, like, people if I was in high school, like, I couldn't have talked to them. But now I'll just talk to them, like, I've known them, like forever.
They're still a person.
So, what's up, dude? Like, you know?
I feel like the older you get, or the older we get, at least, like, the more we realize that, like, that's just a number. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you see that person in public, like, you're not going to be like, oh, my God, like, you have 50,000 followers. Like, what's up, bro? Like,
just
be like, what's up, man? Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Just be chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that the older we get, it's just a lot easier to talk to people.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
It's a lot easier.
Especially you as a communications major.
Yeah, right? Yeah, it certainly helps.
I had to take Com 140, which was public speaking.
Do you know who your professor was?
I forget her name. She was a blonde lady.
Becky?
Maybe, yeah. You know what the last name was?
Lou?
Yeah, I think that was her. But it scared the shit out of me at first, honestly, because I'd never done public speaking.
Right.
But
it's actually not that bad.
It really wasn't, yeah. We had to, like, write our own speech, and then we had to actually memorize a speech from, like, a famous poet or author.
Wow.
And I memorized the Our Deepest Fear speech. You ever see Coach Carter?
Oh, yes.
Great
movie.
We were inadequate.
Yep.
Yeah, I memorized that one.
Wow,
and read
awesome.
it, like, word for word, and I got an A.
That's
I
sick.
was so hyped. But, yeah, that class scared me at first, but
yeah, I had to memorize the
definitely
speech,
taught
too.
me a lot.
Right. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, I had to memorize JFK's "We Choose to Go to the Moon" speech back in high school.
Wow.
Yeah, just for just a history class.
Mm-hmm.
There was just a little assignment we had to do. Yeah, I listened to that thing a million times. Yeah, that was
Drill it into your brain.
Yeah, that was nice. But it's definitely nice to know that people like you and I, are still keeping it pushing.
Oh yeah.
Finding out the answers to the test.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you just
exactly
just survive in
connects.
advance. Exactly. Absolutely. I told you that before we start. I was going to ask you 3 questions.
Yes, sir.
Before I ask you those 3 questions,
mm-hmm.
do you think that there's anything else that you wanted to chat it up about before we kind of end our piece here?
Trying to think. Covered a lot.
Yeah, no, we did. We did.
How would you say your experience, you know, going through college has been compared to like how you see other people's? You know what I mean? Because we did talk about like how people like went down and like lived at school and spent all this money, but then like you and I commuted to school. Like, you think it was worth it?
Just the way I've gone through Central?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I've made so many connections on campus
Right.
it didn't even matter if I lived there or not.
I agree.
I still think that people see me as if I did live there.
Right. I honestly thought you did at first because like I would see you at the rec every day. And,
yeah.
Like,
I have a job on campus.
Right.
Yeah, you would think people that have jobs on campus actually live there. Yeah, no, I don't have any regrets.
Me neither. That was like something I was always kind of scared
about. No regrets.
Because like my sister lived at U-Hart. She played softball there. And then
right.
I started college and I was like, damn, I'm not living at school. Like, this is going to suck. But then it ended up like working out so much better than I thought it would. And like I've made so many good friends and connections. Like people that I didn't know if I would still talk to after school, but like I still am. Like you and like even friends from like the PE program, just people I met on campus, like in the rec or in the student center.
Yeah, I love the PE students. You guys are awesome. Whenever you guys come into the rec, you're like, hey, can you guys like raise this, open this door, do this. Yeah, you guys are awesome. You guys are always active on the courts for sure. Yeah, I remember seeing you leading a couple classes. Of student led classes for sure. Yeah.
That was another thing that I think helped me a lot with like being more comfortable talking to people and like in my own what's it called? In my major, like as a teacher, because we would teach our own class. Mm-hmm. And then, going from that with like 20 college kids, not like I didn't know all of them. Like some of them were brand new to me and I would have to teach them and like recognize their name. And then going from that to like teaching kids, it's like an easier transition,
I think once you're in your element too, and the more you learn things and the more things you know about something, the more comfortable you are talking about it or being able to just thrive in that role.
Oh yeah.
Especially the longer you do it as well. Mm-hmm. So
it's like muscle memory eventually.
Absolutely. Yeah. So you definitely clearly align with becoming a teacher. Like it clearly just suits you, which is why at this point it's probably like second nature, or it's gonna be.
Honestly,
it's getting there.
It is a little scary, but
yeah,
just for the time commitment, I would say.
It's all about the reps.
Yeah, 100%.
It's all about the reps, as cliche as that sounds.
No, you're right.
Yeah, but no, this has been great, man.
For sure, bro.
And
thank you for having me.
Yeah, no, absolutely. No, we should do this again sometime.
I'm down.
Yeah, no, because
that'd be awesome.
You chatted up like it was nothing. And you were like, I don't know what I'll talk about.
Well, I was saying, like, I was talking to a couple people before. I was like, oh, yeah, I'm going on Mario's podcast. They're like, really? Like, have you ever done that before? I'm like, no, bro. I've never gone on a podcast.
Yeah.
So, like,
no, dude. Be thriving.
Nice to just chat it up, bro.
Right, yeah. No, and
Appreciate it.
Doesn't even feel like this is there.
Not at all.
Right?
I've just been looking at you the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Once a lot of people get intimidated by the mic. Mm-hmm. And the longer I've been doing this, I've been trying to find ways to make it less intimidating, kind of make it seem like as if none of this is here.
Yeah.
Just I try and make it where it's like, oh, you just got out of class, we linked up in Devil's Den,
right.
We just chatted it up.
I
just
think
sitting
that's
here
like
at the
the best way to do it, though. Honestly,
yeah.
I don't know.
Because I used to do it. I tell people that come on this. I used to start by doing a countdown, kind of like iCarly.
Yeah.
And that I always notice people kind of tense up, like when it says "Here we go,"
waiting for the song.
So I really just want to, we just start chatting off the rip, and yeah. For me, it's all about
like
the reps.
It's more natural. I think
exactly. And that's all there really is to it. But
for sure,
let's do these 3 questions.
Yeah, fire away.
Yeah. All right. Favorite show or movie recommendation, or both, if you truly know.
You say like right now or like of all time, or just like
whatever you want to recommend, or just say in case I haven't seen, which I might have, or at least know. I feel like list, but for the people, in case
you're very knowledgeable and cultured in the movie and TV realm.
I am.
The Breakfast Club is my favorite movie.
You know what's funny? I haven't seen it.
No way.
Like, you'd be surprised.
They just put it on Netflix. You need to watch it.
Yeah, it's on my list. Dude, there's so many things on my list. And like, the funny thing is, I know a lot of stuff. Like, I haven't even seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Really?
But that's another one that I've known forever.
I'm a big 80s, like, movie guy, so, yeah.
Yeah, it's all the retro vibes.
Oh, yeah.
So great.
Definitely. I would say The Breakfast Club for a movie, and then a show that I just started watching, actually, Suits. I don't know if you've ever seen that.
That's on my list as well.
That's a really good one.
Yeah?
I'm a huge Office fan, but I feel like everyone's seen The Office.
Yeah, it's a great one.
Suits is really good. I didn't expect it to be that good, but it's very, like, dramatic, and I thought it was going to be all about, like, business and finance, but there's, like, a deeper meaning to a lot of it. So.
Right. Yeah, Suits and Mad Men.
Yeah.
I've heard
I've never seen that either.
I heard that's one of the best shows ever.
Really?
I've heard great things about both shows, but Mad Men I've heard is a crazy good show.
Definitely got to get into that.
Clearly you have a very good music taste as well. So
like
if you want to recommend an album or an artist or both or whatever it is, fire away.
I was going to ask you before if you have any music recommendations, because I've just been listening to old shit, honestly.
Dude, I can just I'll just send you my playlist.
Yeah, honestly,
just find out for yourself. I got you. Which are also in the link in my Instagram bio. I have all my playlists there. If you want to listen to my playlist, they're very good. I'm not even trying to say that to like sound like, dude, my they're filled with tons of music.
Oh yeah,
I'm always finding new songs, underground songs, poppin' songs, old songs, new songs. I'm always on the go for that. But yeah, what you got?
Trying to think. Thinking more like indie wise, I would say. Mind if I look through my playlist real quick?
Dude, go ahead.
Because there's a lot. I have a huge indie playlist that I literally listen to every single day, and it's, let's see, we were talking about this before.
If you need the Wi-Fi too, I got
how long it is. It's 42 hours long. But anyways, I would say Currents by Tame Impala. I don't know if you listen to that much. Tame Impala's great. I saw him last year at Mohegan, and he was amazing.
Really?
Yeah.
He's a good live performer?
And, like, it's funny because I'm sure you know this, but some people are like, oh, yeah, he's, like, they're great. And I'm like, what do you mean they? Like, it's just the one guy.
Yeah,
because he like plays every instrument. Yeah, but then, like, in concert, he obviously has, like, a live band. Right. But that's probably my favorite album ever, honestly.
Wow.
Super, like, vibey,
is that the one with the purple?
Yeah, and, like, the wavelength in the middle. Yeah. That one's amazing.
So good.
I got that. That was one of the first vinyls I got, and it's a double LP. That one's really cool.
Which song off it is your favorite, would you say?
Let It Happen is a really good one. It's like 8 minutes long. Super big, like, build up.
I think that's on one of mine.
You've definitely heard it.
It's probably on my chill playlist.
And then it has, like, Less I Know the Better. Everyone knows that one.
Yeah, it's classic.
But there's a bunch of other, like, low-key ones that are very good. Just to, like, vibe out to, like, driving or just, like, you know, hanging with friends, like, low-key night. It's not like a party kind of playlist, but definitely, like,
chill
low-key.
Vibes.
Which, honestly,
driving home
I like
at night.
better at this point. You know what I mean? Just, like, a low-key, like, hangout. Like, listening to stuff like that.
Yeah, it's a vibe.
But, yeah.
You know, that's great. I like that. And you've said a lot of very positive things here. But if you have anything more when it comes to this last one, any words of advice or wisdom to anybody still listening, watching, for us here at this table, to your future self, whoever it is out there that you want to share some words of encouragement to, the floor is yours.
This is something I've been trying to live by the last couple of years because I feel like I used to be very, like, low-key uptight, but I didn't show it, like I said. But just, like, go with the flow. Just roll with the punches. Like, anything that comes your way, just use it as something to build on and, like, motivate you. And just turn all negatives into positives. Like, don't let anything backtrack you. If someone is, you know, hateful towards you, just pray for them, honestly, because, like, they're more, you know, insecure with themselves, and that's why they're taking it out on you. So just try to, I don't know, be positive, go with the flow. That's what I would say.
Be positive and go with the flow. I like that, man. Luke, this has been great.
It has, bro. Thank you for having me.
This was awesome. Yeah, this is definitely a great way to. So today's Thursday. This is definitely a great way to wrap up a Thursday for sure.
You do one a week, right?
I do one a week. But sometimes during the semester I was recording like 2 to 3 a week.
Oh, okay.
Which was exhausting, but I love it.
Hell yeah, bro.
Gotta love it. Yeah, no, I got some more people coming on soon, so
sick.
It'll be great. I appreciate all of you guys.
Yep. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you.
I'll definitely keep watching.
But yeah, my heart is with everyone. I love you all. Appreciate you all. ciao for now, folks.
All love.
Peace.
Thank you, bro.
Hey, this is great.